Martell Holt is playing a dangerous game, and this time it looks like he might finally face the consequences. For years, he's walked a thin line between public charm and private chaos. He knows how to smile for the cameras, sell a good story, and twist the truth just enough to make himself look like the misunderstood victim. But behind the polished Instagram feed, designer suits, and smooth talk, there's been a storm brewing, a storm of manipulation, drama, and lies. Now, the cracks are showing. Melody isn't here for the games anymore. While Martell has been performing his heartbroken man act on Instagram Live like it's a stage play, Melody has been moving in silence, not the kind of silence that comes from defeat, but the kind that's calculated and strategic. She's been lawyering up, organizing her paperwork, and keeping a record of everything. Every inconsistency, every false statement, every questionable move, she's documenting it all. And the whispers say she's preparing for something much bigger than a shady social media post. This is no longer just reality TV drama. This is real life, with real stakes, custody battles, shared business interests, and financial ties. Melody isn't trying to be petty, she's aiming to be precise. When you've spent years building your own legacy while supporting someone else's rise, only for them to quietly tear down your dignity, you eventually stop clapping back and start cutting ties. And that's exactly what she's doing. Meanwhile, Martell doesn't seem to understand the gravity of what's happening, or maybe he does, but he can't stop himself from spiraling. He's still stuck in performance mode, posting curated healing captions while taking subtle jabs at the very woman who supported him for years. And just when things couldn't get messier, he decides to bring Ariane Curry back into the public eye, as if reintroducing the woman who helped break his marriage will somehow earn him sympathy. He's trying to spin it like a love story, but in reality, it's nothing more than a weak distraction. Then there are the leaks. We're not talking about vague gossip here, these are alleged time-stamped messages, financial records, and private screenshots that show a very different side of Martell. If even half of these are true, this is more than a PR problem. He could be facing serious legal consequences. Some of the claims suggest behind-the-scenes manipulation, not just with Melody, but with producers, cast members, and even the way storylines were shaped on the show to boost his own image. That's what has really started to turn the audience against him. People can forgive a messy breakup. They can even overlook arrogance and cheating. Unfortunately, that's nothing new in the world of reality TV. But what they won't forgive is calculated deception. Martell allegedly used the show to create sympathy for himself while quietly painting Melody as bitter, gaslighting not just her, but the viewers too. The thing is, people aren't falling for it anymore. Melody hasn't been throwing shade online, writing long captions, or going live to rant. Instead, she's been booking appearances, expanding her business, and moving in silence. She's proving that power isn't about who yells the loudest, it's about who plays the smartest. Her silence is not weakness, it's a warning. Because when she finally speaks, it won't be through a social media outburst, it'll be through court documents, legal filings, and official signatures. And that's something Martell won't be able to spin into another poor me post. The truth is, Melody stopped playing his game a long time ago. She's not a piece on his board anymore, she's the one flipping it over. And every sloppy move he makes just shows the public who's really in control. Martell's brand is falling apart faster than he can throw on a suit and fake a smile. You can see it in his eyes during those late-night lives, the panic beneath the confidence, the desperation beneath the charm. The audience he's manipulated for years is finally connecting the dots, and the sympathy has run out. Then there's Ariane, sliding back into the spotlight like she's some misunderstood heroine making a comeback. But this isn't a comeback, it's damage control. The timing is suspicious. Every time talk of legal action around Melody starts heating up, Ariane's Instagram comes alive with selfies, quotes about growth, and not so subtle digs about never being the villain. Let's be honest, Ariane isn't some innocent bystander caught in the crossfire. She's been part of the mess from the very beginning. She knew the role she played and how it hurt Melody. Now she's trying to rewrite history and make it look like she was simply standing by her man. But that's not loyalty, that's selfishness. The public hasn't forgotten the humiliation Melody went through, the interviews, the screenshots, the awkward co-parenting moments. And now, while Melody is quietly winning, Martell is out here trying to retell the story as if it's some great romance. It's not working. There's also talk that Martell has been trying to control his image on the show by allegedly coaching cast members, pressuring producers, and staging scenes. If those rumors are true, that's more than just petty. It could damage reputations, contracts, and careers. Now fans are going back, re-watching episodes, and linking leaked receipts to specific moments. The Man in Pain act isn't fooling anyone anymore. And here's the part Martell doesn't seem to realize: if Melody's team truly has proof tying him to manipulative tactics, financial misconduct, or using the kids as bargaining chips, this isn't just about bad press anymore. It's about consequences in court. Judges don't care about Instagram followers, they care about integrity, stability, and honesty. While Martell is unraveling publicly, Melody is building her future quietly. She's securing brand deals, launching new ventures, and showing that her focus is on her children and her legacy. Her silence is strategic, and it's speaking louder than his rants. Meanwhile, Martell has turned into his own worst PR nightmare. One day he's posting about healing, the next he's accusing everyone of betrayal. His tone changes constantly: calm one minute, angry the next, and the audience can see through it. The platforms he once used to control the narrative are now being used to pick apart his every move. Every post he makes is dissected. Every contradiction is saved. People are building timelines and keeping track of his missteps like it's a full-time job. This isn't just entertainment anymore, it's exposure. And while Martell's story unravels in real time, Melody is showing the world what moving on with dignity looks like. The tears she once shed have been replaced with business deals, partnerships, and opportunities that have nothing to do with him. She's not asking for pity, she's building equity. Every time Martell tries to grab the spotlight with chaos, she responds with progress. He goes live to rant. She drops a new campaign. He stirs up old wounds. She launches something fresh. The contrast is crystal clear. One is spiraling. The other is leveling up. And Ariane? She's still playing dress up in Martell's fading fairy tale, trying to claim a role she never truly earned. The more she posts, the more people remember why they never respected her in the first place, because you can't skip accountability and then try to crown yourself the queen. In the end, it's obvious who's playing chess and who's just knocking pieces over in frustration. And if things keep going this way, Martell may learn the hard way that the game he's been playing for years has finally caught up with him, and this time, he won't be able to talk his way out of it. This isn't a redemption story for Martell. It's a warning, a real-life lesson about how fast the tables turn when your every move is built on lies. You can play the part for the cameras, you can dress the part for social media, but eventually, the truth catches up. And when it does, it doesn't knock. It kicks the door in. Melody has stayed quiet, but don't mistake her silence for fear. This hasn't been about avoiding the fight, it's been about preparing for it. She's been gathering her receipts, stacking facts like bricks in a wall that Martell won't be able to climb over. You don't walk into a legal battle with emotions. You walk in with proof. And word on the street is that her proof is solid. We're talking emails that tell the real story. Contracts that expose backroom deals. Financial statements that reveal where the money's really been going. Screenshots that show the truth behind the carefully crafted Instagram captions. This isn't the kind of tea that trends online for a few days. This is the kind of evidence that ends careers, changes custody agreements, and empties bank accounts. And if this ever makes it into a courtroom, Martell's not just fighting for his image, he's fighting for his kids, his finances, and his reputation. That's a battle you can't win with charm or spin. That's a battle decided by cold, hard facts. And let's not forget Ariane. If her name is tied to any of this, if there's even a whisper of her being involved in the manipulation, her little Instagram glow-up is over before it begins. The public might look the other way for reckless love or bad decisions, but they will not forgive calculated harm, especially when it's weaponized to destroy another woman's life. The truth here is painfully simple. Melody is no longer the woman who smiled for the cameras while her world burned in private. She's not performing for anyone. She's evolved. She's elevated. And most importantly, she's eliminated the noise. She doesn't chase ghosts. She doesn't argue with lies. She simply outgrows them and leaves them behind. Meanwhile, Martell is stuck in the past, desperately trying to rewrite a story that has already been told. Every time he tries to change the narrative, it slips further out of his control. The ending he's hoping for isn't coming. This time, the script is out of his hands. This isn't a comeback for Martell. It's a collapse in the silence that's been hanging over him like a storm cloud is about to break. Not with a rant, not with a live video, but with proof. The kind of proof you can't talk your way out of. The kind of proof that doesn't care how many followers you have or how many interviews you do. Because once that truth is laid bare, there's no spinning it. There's no performance that can save him. There will only be consequences, and they'll be louder than anything he's ever said. Thanks for watching, fam. Stay real, stay respectful in the comments, and remember, sometimes silence isn't peace, it's preparation. See y'all in the next video. This is Celeb Nova, where the drama ends and the truth begins.